Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Thursday, March 17th, and this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer. Beaver Toyota, here to wow you.
Even the conversation of a moratorium negatively impacts local businesses.
That's Palm Coast Flagler Regional Chamber of Commerce President and CEO Greg Blase, reacting to Vice Mayor Eddie Branchino's failed attempt to introduce a moratorium on multifamily development east of US 1.
The Chamber will always stand behind working families and local job creators in this community. You know, it's not right to turn your back on people that simply don't want to live in houses or have service jobs and can't afford to buy the $400,000 Palm Coast house. So we're happy to support local employees, and I think it's important that we send a message to them, especially to the service industry employees, that they matter and the residents care. And a healthy housing economy does have multifamily housing, whether that's duplexes, townhomes, apartments.
Blase adds density isn't always a bad thing.
With regards to this whole conversation about density, we have to remember that what we're asking builders and developers to do when they come to Palm Coast is to build single-family houses. And that eats up a lot of open space that doesn't necessarily need to go away. And here in Florida, we like our open space. And so density is not always a bad thing. Density can be a good thing when we're talking about trying to conserve open space or protect wetlands or environmentally sensitive areas. So it's a conversation that the Chamber will continue to be involved with.
Flagler County Sheriff's Office reminds St. Patrick's Day revelers there will be extra DUI patrols out today.
Sheriff Rick Staley offers advice to those wanting to test their luck behind the wheel.
On St. Patrick's Day, we want you to have a safe and enjoyable celebration. But don't lose your pot of gold by getting a ticket. Let's enjoy May and spring break responsibly, and remember, don't drink and drive.
And Staley says another goal is to prevent crime opportunities through proactive measures. Be sure to lock your car and hide any items of value, as that attracts thieves. Also, be aware of your surroundings and call police if you see any suspicious activity. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
Flagler County will receive millions of dollars in state funding for 3 major projects.
The county will finally be able to extend Commerce Parkway, expand the Florida Agricultural Museum, and convert septic to sewer in the Malacompra area. State Senator Travis Hudson says he and State Rep Paul Redder helped to secure $19 million from the state for these projects.
Projects that have been on the Flagler list for years that we were not able to get to have finally made it in. So we're going to have a lot of happy local elected officials.
The Ag Museum off US 1 will see $4.5 million in funding to build a new visitor center that will be visible from the highway and allow for more space for events. $6.8 million will go directly to the city of Bunnell to extend Commerce Parkway west to US 1 to ease congestion. $8 million will be devoted to getting rid of septic in Malacompra. One project that didn't get funded, Hudson says, was Palm Coast's request to extend major arteries west of US 1. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
If you're interested in protecting the environment and helping Palm Coast beautify its spaces, then consider signing up to volunteer on a local committee.
The City of Palm Coast is seeking citizen applications from 5 people to serve as members on the Beautification and Environmental Advisory Committee. Brittany Kershaw, Director of Communication and Marketing for the City of Palm Coast.
As the current term ends, we'll be looking for people to fill the new term, and it's the Beautification and Environmental Advisory Committee. It'll be a 4-year term, so we're looking for people who are dedicated and who care about beautification, scenic beauty, natural resources, conservation, and those types of things. So if anybody is a resident of Flagler County and Palm Coast and is a registered voter, we would love for them to apply to be a part of this committee.
Applications are due Wednesday, April 6th by noon. Get more information by visiting palmcoast.gov. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
How is the ocean doing?
It's fantastic, to put it bluntly.
So says John Bay, the administrator for environmental health, which is part of the Flagler Health Department. Bay said negative things could happen, but it's been a while since their last ocean advisory.
Our last advisory was during the hurricane, so it was Irma. And that's what's typical. We don't normally get into advisories. You have excellent beach water quality here. But then when you get into hurricanes or strong storms, there's more stormwater runoff and overflowing septic systems and sewer systems that could outfall into the water.
Bay said that ocean advisories are few and far between here. He said they're not prevalent in Florida as they are in places like New Jersey and Delaware. You can listen to Flagler Health Matters on Saturday mornings at 11:30 here on WNZF and anytime on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, swimming pools. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.